You're watching Good Morning Wyoming.
Welcome back, everyone. Joining us now in the studio, Jason and Laird, with something exciting that you're starting. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you guys. Thank you.
And something new that you're venturing out in is called the Vortex Structured Water, and this is a business that you're starting. Tell us all about it and how it works.
Well, what happened was I got invited to Sturgis this last bike week for the Pain Relief Miracle, and we had a booth, and the guy next to our booth had invented this system. And if, you know, water doesn't like to travel in straight lines, and we have it piped into our houses through pipes. You know, it likes to, in nature, likes to be over rocks and rivers and the ocean to be circulated. And so when we put it into our homes or even into bottled water, we lose that natural structure. And what this does is when you install it in your house, it actually recreates that cycloning process, plus it reprograms water to that of nature. And then when you get the filter with it, it actually takes out the minerals. And you know, I've got the 2010 Casper water report, and our water is really pretty good here, but there are still copper and lead, and there was even small, tiny part of uranium and different sediments and things like that, and a little bit of bacteria even. And so, you know, a lot of people, they drink bottled water thinking, oh, I'm totally fine. But then when you shower, you have all that stuff that you're absorbing in through your skin, and then the hot water, the chlorine. There's a theory that the chlorine is evaporating out of that water, and then you're breathing it. And so, you know, people think, oh, I've got all this great water that I'm drinking, but in reality, every day you're taking showers. And I have a lot of patients at Rising Lotus who come in with skin allergies, and we find out it is heavy metals, and whether they're getting it from their water or whatever. But a lot of people are on well water too. So with this system, you know, I was such a believer, after kind of like Megan was right before air. We have flies going around. You know, you could tell the difference by smell, couldn't you?
Yes,
right.
So that was my biggest thing.
It does smell different.
This was your city. This is your tap water out of your.
I'm a bottled water drinker,
right.
So I could tell the difference.
And this is the water just from my house.
I don't like that.
You could definitely smell the
You could
difference.
smell it.
She wouldn't even drink it before.
She wouldn't. I'm the culprit.
But what was interesting is I have one of the water systems in town.
This is good.
Yeah, isn't it great? And we've had water delivered to the office for 3 or 4 years. And Laprelle was at the office one day, and I had our city tap water out of our sink. Then I had our water bottle that we get delivered, and then I had this water. And so, of course, her reaction was like yours with the tap water. But then when I had her taste the water that we have delivered compared to this, she noticed a huge difference. But before we had this, that was the best water. You know,
It does taste clean. I don't know if that makes sense to people, but it does taste clean.
And you don't smell anything without water.
Right, and also if you notice, there's kind of like, it's almost like a silky kind of feeling because it's very light. Well, you know, what I want to do is, you know, these systems are the small.
And you have 2 filters. If we could show these filters,
right.
We have a bigger one for a bigger home and then a smaller one that you can put in your covers your entire home.
Entire home. So it's not only the faucets in the shower, but your toilet. You know, I was telling you before air, I put water down from my tap and then water down for out of this for my dogs, and I do have one blind dog, so it was a true blind taste test, and they sniffed the city tap water and wouldn't drink it when that water was there, and now that's all they'll drink.
I do have a question for you, Jason. What about people, like for myself, I live in an apartment complex. How does that work? I know I can't go and install my own pipes.
Right. So, you know, some apartments do have, because this goes right before the water heater.
Okay.
But if you don't have access to that, we're actually, one of the things that I'm going to be doing, we haven't even really launched this, and we've already sold out. These are the only 2 I have left. But I think we have 12 coming
Hot item.
today.
You guys need to get on.
Yeah, I mean,
we have 2 left.
It's pretty amazing, but what we're going to do is there's a bottle that you can actually reuse.
Okay.
And I found it when I went up to a class and I was in the Vancouver airport. And they're reusable. They don't emit the things into the water. And so we're going to have those. So, but you know, really, after I get the system installed in our office, people can come probably within the next couple of days. For the next month, if you bring me $5, you can fill your water from our place for $5 for the month. Because we actually launch it at the Women's Expo. So if somebody wants to buy one of these units before, I'll do a $50 discount if they pre-order before we get the next ones in.
Definitely options for those who don't own their home or rent a home.
I mean, I want to really bring really safe, good water, not only that you drink, but that you shower in for your pets. People are saying that their pets have less vet bills, that they're, that one guy had his eyesight cleared up because it's actually it actually detoxes your body.
And you can also use it on your plants, right?
Plants, it
Watering
helps plants grow faster. And what really this does is it makes actually water wetter, so it actually hydrates your cells rather than just sort of washes over them. So if, like if you drink city tap water, have you ever had it where you're just like, I'm still thirsty, but I'm full? Because it's not actually hydrating, where this Vortex water is hydrating your cells and flushing out the toxins.
And how much does a system like this run, Jason? What are the different prices?
The small one is $6.95, and the bigger one, if you have a 1-inch intake in your house, are $9.80. And then they come with a year's supply of filters, and you have to change the filter once every 3 months. This one's for fluoride, so that goes underneath your sink. And then we have ones for heavy metals and things like that, and those are like $35 a piece. And
you're going to be at the Women's Expo showing this and talking to people and telling them how it works, but if people want to get a heads up, where can they contact you?
Right down at Rising Lotus, and our number is 307-577-6333, or go to vortexwater.com.
All right, thank you so much.
It is good water.
Yeah, is it great?
Yes.
Yeah, I was very impressed when I saw it, which is why I'm carrying it now.
Yes, very important. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Jason.
Thank
and
you.
Cheers to good, healthy, clean water.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm not drinking that.
I'm not either.
Stay with us, everyone. We'll be right back.